I'm always going to give a vibe check of wherever I go, the food, the location, what it's like. Because, hey, y'all need to know this stuff. You need the real deal reviews of some of these destinations by somebody who's actually been there. So I just wanted to jump up and make a quick video that kind of gives you an idea of what I mean when I use words like anticipation meter, or I use words like living list or living list rating, or that kind of thing. This is Suzette Biernon, and I'm redefining my 60s on my own terms, and hoping that by doing so, I'll inspire you to do the same. So, okay, let's first start out with your anticipation meter. That was something that I kind of coined while I was writing. And what an anticipation meter is, I don't know if you're old enough to remember that commercial. Anticipation. Wait, how did it go? Anticipate. Okay, I can't even remember how it goes. But it was that anticipation is making me wait. I don't know if you remember that. I promise you guys, I can sing better than that. But anyway, I was trying to figure out the song. But anyway, if you remember that commercial, anticipation is making me wait, that is what my anticipation meter is. It's that thing inside of me that when I think about going to a place, visiting a place, my anticipation goes up because of the pictures, because of what I've read about it, because of what I've heard about it. Even if I pass by it and I notice some things, there's a certain anticipation that you get when you think about going to that place. I always say anticipation makes a promise without even saying any words. And that's what it is. So when my anticipation meter goes up, my living list rating is being able to see if what I anticipated was met. Did my anticipation meter, or did anticipation keep its promise? Or did it exceed my expectations? Or did it just bomb? Just bomb completely. That's what it's really about when I talk about my living list rating. What is my living list? My living list came about when I started thinking about being older and how a lot of us who retire, one of the things that we talk about often is what's on your bucket list. And your bucket list is what you want to do before you die, correct? Well, my thing is, I don't want to make a measure of what I do that I'm measuring it against trying to get it in before I die. No, I don't want a bucket list. I want a living list. I want to start living now. I want to experience things now. I don't want to do, these are the things I want to do before I kick the bucket. Shoot, no, part of living is living and experiencing life, experiencing new experiences, allowing yourself to go outside of your comfort zone, go outside of where you are and experience something new and something different and something fresh and something exciting and something stimulating. Part of that is what keeps you young, correct? At least it does me. And so my thing is, now I'm kicking the bucket out in exchange for a living list. I'm kicking out the bucket list for a living list. This is my daily intention. My daily intention is to live, to fill my life with great, interesting, yummy experiences that make me feel alive. And if it doesn't produce it on its own, to know enough about what gives me that feeling of satisfaction and curate it myself. So when I talk about my living list rating, that's my subjective review of how well something delivered on the anticipation that it created. That is really it in a nutshell. Does it keep its promise? That's what my living list review is all about. I actually give a living list rating at the end of having experienced something, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a concert, whether it's a festival, whether it's a show, whatever has created anticipation or curiosity in me that makes me want to go check it out. I want to see if it meets that anticipation, or if it just was awful. It made a promise and it didn't keep it. Wah, 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 right? So that's what it is that I do. And so when you see these next few videos about places that I've been, whatever, you'll start seeing included in them my living list rating. And actually, even in some of the earlier ones, that it was pretty much implied because of my review of it, but I didn't use the words living list rating. I would love for you to go in the comments and tell me how you would rate it. Or better yet, what you would be looking for. What the pictures, when you look at how it looks on the outside and on the inside, the whole ambiance of it, the menu, when you look at everything, the way it's decorated, its use of space, all that. When you look at all of that, you can stop watching my video and you can put in the comment section what anticipation that stirs up for you. What it is that you are thinking you are going to experience when you go there. That hope that you'll experience that. Get granular with it. Talk about exactly what you want to feel, what you want to see, what you want to experience, right? And the premium that you place on those things. And then as you continue to watch my video, then clock whether you think that it met your living list standards. And I would love to hear about that in the comment section. I've got quite a few travel videos out there where I have reviewed certain places, and I would love for you to do that. Do that. Let that be a part of your figuring out your own living list, right? And if you need some help with it, hey, that's what I'm here for. I am your living list architect, right? And I'm your travel strategist. And so that's what I bring to the whole travel space. There's an experience that you want to have, that pictures and commercials and certain images have created within you. And one of the worst things that can happen is it creates this in you, this anticipation, and you get there and it doesn't deliver. Right? That's the most awful thing. My husband and I have left some places early because it was just too bad. It didn't live up to its pictures. It didn't live up to what the promise was, just by its association with a certain brand name that you have come to expect to be quality. And then you get there and you go, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I don't want nobody else to experience this. So I'm going to jump up here and do a video about it because I don't want you to get okie doke like we did. Right? And on the other hand, there are some places that we might have given maybe a less than 10 living list rating. And we tell you why we judge it that way. And you might be like, oh, no, that's fine with me. So your living list rating might be completely different. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of jump up here because you're going to hear me say this a lot, even as I continue to talk and add to and add to my travel, redefining travel, and also even redefining my 60s. There might be certain products that might have given this impression that they are the best thing since sliced bread. How many of you can lift your hands on those eye creams that you thought were going to take 20 years off your face, off your under eyes, only to find out it didn't live up to it at all. Quite the contrary, it caused you to have an eye infection, or it just didn't do it. Or if it did, it had a white residue, or it made your eyes look dark, or it started causing the lids of your eyes to darken and become discolored. And then in the small print it says, oh, it might cause these kind of things. And you're like, what? Right? So yes, I read ratings. I do, and there's certain things I'm looking for. And so I try to deliver a review, a rating, a living list rating with me in mind. What beats do I need to be hit so that I can say, oh, okay, this review gives me everything that I would be looking for. Okay, I feel informed now. Instead of it being, oh, it was just great. That don't tell you nothing, does it? So you will find that my living list reviews go into detail because I'm thinking about the things that we naturally look for, or the things that I naturally look for that determine whether something's a 1 or a 10, right? And so that's the way that I present it. And I would love to get your feedback, what you found helpful, any feedback to your own experiences, and how this has inspired you to apply your own living list rating to the places that you go. Hey, tell me about it in the comments. I promise you, I read all the comments. I don't have AI reading them for me, and I don't have an admin reading them for me. I read them myself, and if you send a comment, I promise that I will respond to it. Okay? I hope that helps. So now I'm going to get back to editing my videos, but I wanted to jump up here and at least give you that because I think that's very important. Okay? All right. Well, until the next video, bye for now.